Now, at this point, lads, it is an absolute dumpster fire of a thread. But what does Kabam Mike do? Fireman Michael comes to the rescue with a big old hose of gasoline and makes everything 10 times worse, lads. Kabam Mike's response... Oh, if you weren't already pissed off before, you're probably going to be even more pissed off by some later Act 6 information, because more requirements are coming, lads. Requirements on top of requirements. And if you weren't, a little bit upset about the 4-star champion ban, maybe the 5-star champion ban is going to get you a little bit triggered there. So this, to read it word from word, lads, the requirements in Chapter 1 are set as a primer for the rest of Act 6. Act 6 Chapter 2 and beyond will also have champion requirements, including some more stringent ones like Pass that have class requirements for your entire team, and rarity requirements where you must bring a certain amount of 5 or 6-star champions to complete the quest path. So even if you've pulled absolutely rubbish 6-star characters, you're going to need to bring X amount of them, and I imagine X is in debate at the moment. How high can we push this number? Can we push it up to 5 and make it so you need a team of 6-star champions to complete some bloody difficult paths deep into Act 6 when you're pulling a load of meme tier shit that's in the basic crystal pool? So again, one of the big things about this is it just sets a terrible example. The 4-star champion ban, you can see it doesn't stop there. They've got plans to further restrict all the way up to 6-star champions. So if you're not being completely dicked over by this now, and a lot of people I've seen in the endgame community go, oh, this doesn't affect me. This isn't a problem, man. I've got some alright 5-stars I can get through. I've been building up a roster for ages. It doesn't dick me personally over because I'm in the top, 0.51% of players. It doesn't affect me. But the thing is, when you have these star requirements, they're just going to keep on further pushing the boundaries and taking the piss with this. And this paragraph just really shows how tone deaf they've been to the entire response. It's a complete piss take, lads. So I'm not at all impressed. This is just absolute dog shit there. But the rest of what Kabam Mike is saying, now to essentially cover it, hey everybody, we wanted to touch on the availability of 5 and 6-star champions. They have and will continue to be a focus of content this year. Similar to Uncollected, reaching Cavalier is going to be a major milestone for summoners. After introducing Uncollected in Act 5 Chapter 2, we rolled out content with rewards that help summoners reach that progress point, and from there have been adding content and rewards that will help summoners reach Cavalier. But the point is, in Uncollected, if you have 4-star champions and a good amount of skill, even at rank 4 and rank 3, if you're really skilled and want to spend some more units, you can do it. You can get it done, and it's pretty easily available. And even when it launched, it was still readily accessibly available. It wasn't hard gated by some bullshit that you can't justify. As part of the introduction of Act 6 and Cavalier, we will also be introducing more content that will help summoners gain in 5 and 6-star champions. Some content will include champion challenges like Captain Marvel, super fun Chapter 2 with Aspect of War and Unstoppable everywhere, several large meta events and event quests as well as the next iteration of back issues with even more champion restrictions. Additionally, we are taking a look at arenas to see if we can make 5-star champions more accessible, which means at the moment, we have no plans, but, we'll give you a little bit of spiel, and maybe in the future. And I know some people have been having a bit of a chat about 5-star basic champion arena, but with the amount of cash that they're making on 5-star crystal sales, I would say that that's very, very unlikely to come for a considerable amount of time. Deep in the future of the game, maybe like later next year, it might be possible, but it's going to have a very, very small pool in comparison to the 4-star availability, because I just don't see them every single week giving out like 28,000 of one specific 5-star champion every single week, unless that 5-star champion's absolute rubbish. So yeah, I just don't see it at all. I just do not see that happening for a very, very long time. Maybe we might see some more shards here and there, but that's probably about it. But basically, he's saying that as the game goes on, there's more ways to get 5 and 6-star champions, which is a point that everybody's completely aware of. However, it doesn't explain or justify or begin to reason reason why they feel the need to further gimp free-to-play and mid-tier players by banning 4-star champions. In preparation for Act 6, again, they've increased the rates, We've had events, Lovers Battle Realm, Nick Fury's Recon Initiative. So basically, they're saying you can get more stuff than ever, which has been, true for the last year and a bit. Again, still doesn't justify it. Also, we are slowly adding older characters as 5-star champions to very expensive, overpriced featured Grandmaster crystals that only the whales can access at the moment, while ensuring that overall game balance is factored into the champion selection. Yeah, okay, cool. That's really, again, completely skirts around the issue. So all of these points, none of it addresses it. And the final point, man, about you're going to have certain paths where you need to bring a certain amount of 6-star champions. So if you can't luck out and get good 6-star characters, you're going to have to drag so much rubbish into those paths. And it's going to be, there's such a big difference between pulling like a 6-star Hulkbuster, 4 Jane Foster, Deadpool X-Force, and pulling like a Corvus Glaive, a Cap Infinity War, a Domino, the God tier, beyond God tier champions. So this just seems, again, like a load of cash grabbing bullshit. So what does the 4-star ban do? And why am I so mad about it? It screws over mid-tier and free-to-play players that don't have a fully fledged out roster of 5 and 6-star champions, which is roughly about 99.5% of the wider community. It forces players to go through fun and interactive fights, and you bet your bottom dollar there is going to be so many of them without suitable counters. So champions like Korg, Magic, Dormammu, Electro, Mephisto, Domino, Havoc. So you're going to have to go through these fights with just rubbish mechanics where it's just take damage. You don't have a solution to them because you haven't been lucky enough to pull one in a 5 or 6-star version. It massively limits the power and utility available to players that rely on 4-star champions for both synergy and team setups as well. It does not allow skilled players to overcome Act 6 story content with high tier gameplay and strategy. It further rewards whales who already have significantly more access to 5-star champions, 6-star champions, tier 2 alpha, tier 5 basic and rank up resources. If I just friggin' open the unit store right now, mate, and look at yesterday, look at like this crazy stack of rewards for like $99.99. Like it's what is it? Pretty much 1/3 of a fully formed tier 5 basic, 18,000 tier 2 alpha catalyst fragments, some T4 CC and some T4 basic, and a big lump of gold there. But those fragments, mate, at the end game right now, those are a big advantage. That's like a week of Alliance Quest map 7. That is a big stack of stuff. And you can buy that. That's an outright advantage you can get if you're a blubbery whale at the moment, man. And again, this just goes to further reward them, because whales get the advantage in Act 6 of a much wider access to synergies and champion counters on top of all the additional rank up resources they can already whale up. You can also factor in stuff like boost, you've got signature stone bundles, you've got all the discounted unit and revive offers they can buy and get better value and rewards on those. So just everything is just dicking over the mid-tier free-to-play player and rewarding the whales even more. So it's just complete rubbish, mate. And it sets the example for the future that Kabam can gate off content by star just because they want to, which will further reduce the value of 4-star champions and 5-star champions in the future as well, and eventually is going to escalate into 6-star champion exclusive content. And you can't say that it's not going to happen, because Kabam Mike has already said it's going to happen, mate. You're going to need a certain amount of 6-star champions, and that amount of 6-star champions might be 5 of them to do a certain path, and that path might have, some of the absolute worst fights on. You can bet your bottom dollar if it's deep in Act 6, mate, it's probably going to be a goddamn clown fiesta of a path. Oh, I can't believe it, man. I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed by Kabam's response. They come across as so tone deaf, so out of touch with the community, so cash grabbing, so greedy, and I'm disappointed. That's my main grievance. They're just not addressing it. They're completely dancing around it, and it's just a load of bullshit, and it's just serving to further aggravate everyone even further. These are blatant cash-grabbing decisions for the future of the game, and it's just a load of rubbish, and I'm not impressed at all. So Kabam, please, I know I've been shitposting, taking the piss out of it, but seriously, consider, just fucking revoking this shit, because it's so much bullshit, and it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It doesn't enhance the game at all. You just fuck over the majority of people playing this game that really, at its core, love Marvel Contest of Champions and want a game where they can bring in their favorite characters and triumph with skill and strategy and aren't restricted by these arbitrary gates that serve no function other than to reward whales and screw over free-to-play players even more. So I'm just disappointed. Please just take some time to consider this, because this is just one of the most stupid decisions you have ever made in the game. This is so ridiculous. I just can't understand how you guys can be so tone deaf and come across like a complete bunch of mugs, mate. That is honestly just my perspective in this. But I'm just disappointed, lads. I'm disappointed, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like button if you enjoyed this video. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.